Over the next few minutes, I want to discuss several steps to take immediately after losing a job. And I want to assure you that I understand. I've been laid off twice throughout my career, and I know what you're thinking. What am I going to do? Losing your job is scary, but I've learned that by taking a few proactive steps, you can really put yourself in a good position to mitigate a lot of financial issues. If your separation of service was more like a layoff, work on negotiating a severance package. There may be a little wiggle room. Maintain calm and ask pertinent questions about how experience, tenure, and job level could factor into the payout. You may also be able to continue working as a part-time employee. Don't be afraid to ask, but at the same time, don't be too aggressive. The next step would be to determine what income you have. Social Security may even play a part of that as well. Ask your previous employer about your retirement accounts or pensions, how to access them if you need them, and find out if you'll be compensated for unused vacation or sick days. You also want to file for unemployment benefits in the state where you're working. States may have different rules for collecting unemployment benefits. Check as soon as possible. While unemployment benefits may not replace 100% of your employment income, they can be a partial bridge while you're getting back on your feet. Once you have determined income, I would identify expenses. Use past credit card bills and bank statements to find out how much you spend and in what categories. Some online applications also track those spending habits for you. Separate those into needs and wants. Needs are expenses that you really can't live without, such as mortgage, insurance, food. Wants are non-essential expenses such as dining out, travel, and entertainment. Those should be cut as much as possible. You're going to need to make hard decisions to forego paying off debt in order to cover essential expenses during this time. Since you're not sure how long this time period is going to be, you're going to need to figure out how to bridge the gap between income and expenses. You may need to tap assets to help you pay for those expenses. This is where the discussion of an emergency fund comes into play. Losing a job would definitely qualify as an emergency. An emergency fund is a 4 to 6 month bucket of money that you have saved for, as the title alludes to, emergencies. This is money that's not invested in the market. It might or might not be in a money market, but it is liquid. Now the key is, once you're done with this period and you're back to being employed, I'd recommend making sure that you replenish what you took out of your emergency fund. Make emergency fund savings a priority until you reach that 4 to 6 months of expenses. And the 4 to 6 month window is up to your comfort level. Some clients prefer the 6 month cushion. Some are okay with 4. If you don't have that 4 to 6 month fund somewhere, there may be other assets that you need to tap into. Move on to investments that have been taxed, brokerage accounts, or other savings or investment accounts. Your 401k needs to be last on the list. 401k withdrawals can be subject to a 20% withholding, and you might pay an early withdrawal penalty if you're younger than 55. Speaking of your 401k, I would check your options for that. You can leave it where it is, you can move it to your new 401k once you're eligible, or you can roll it into an existing IRA. If you have an HSA or an employer-sponsored 529 plan, make sure you have ownership and make any changes as needed. One of the biggest things I can think of is to stay positive and persistent. Job hunting can be challenging, but maintaining a positive attitude and perseverance are key. Celebrate small victories. Every job interview is one step closer to finding that new employment. But stay resilient in the face of rejection and keep pushing towards your goals. Remember, setbacks are temporary, and your next opportunity may be right around the corner. For additional information, you can email us at education@thenoblegroup.com, give us a call, or visit our website at thenoblegroup.com. Thanks for watching.